We are back now. Just finished a case of Game of Thrones Season 5. Working our way down. Now it's Game of Thrones Season 4. I forgot to pull up the checklist. Let me just do this first. Now, hopefully we'll have some good luck when we opened up our last case of Season 4. We got 2 pins in a sketch where we should have only gotten 1 pin in a sketch. Or 2 pins, you can end up without a sketch, which would really suck. So, here's hoping we don't have that problem. Break is still sponsored by Blowout Cards. Still thank you to them. Still blah blah blah. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Just a pack, we're going to need those. Okay. So we're already floating 5-6 watchers. Assuming it's the same people that were watching just a minute ago. Oh, I forgot to put that down. I'll just type real quick. Up. Autograph right off the bat. Flipping these over. Again, a lot of times the autographs are side by side, and I really don't feel like hitting an autograph in the first 2 packs. So I wonder how many of you are going to be able to stay awake for case 1. At the rate I'm going, I will get to it. So as I mentioned in the other video, I did not get any tracking for the case of Supergirl, so I will not be opening that tomorrow unless somehow they just forgot to send it to me and the case does show up in my office. I am not expecting it because I don't think I've ever had anything come that I didn't get a tracking notification on. So by the time this one's done, if I'm dragging too much, I will just skip it and open up Season 1 tomorrow night. Now, the funny thing is that the first autograph that I just pulled out of this case is the exact same first autograph that we pulled out of Season 5's case. And I mean, the character. Quite the coincidence. There's one of those Valgar Morgullis, or however you pronounce it. What is this? Valor Morgullis. Tops and Upper Deck could really take a cue from how Rittenhouse does their inserts. They're always, very rarely do they make one that's not a good looking card. It's clean, it's neat. Oops, there's a quote. They don't, get all in the... They're flashy when they need to be flashy. They're not when they're not. Beautiful Death. There's no relationships in Season 4. Season 5 is when they started. Beautiful Death, quotable, shield pin, skin. Yeah. How do you like that? Learn something new every day. Gonna put the Valor Morgullis in a soft sleeve, and let's see here, Anton Lesser. Now, I don't know if it's just because maybe he's been in other seasons, but why do I know that guy? Did he sign for something else? I'm not sure why I would know that name. Just sounds. Daniel Portman. So we got Podrick Season 4 and Podrick Season 5. There's our glossy, beautiful death. There's our Valis, Morgalis, or whatever it is card. Well, that's always a good thing. Getting paid while you work. I just want to type something. I was always curious about that. It's like some girl with some major attitude on her face pointing a gun, and just kind of cool. Okay, we start with Amy Richardson, Marcella Baratheon. Vern Gorman as Carl Tanner. Oh, hit our autographs. They're on the top, not on the bottom this time. Who do you need in your to finish off your set, Avery? Oh, that threw me off. They weren't side by side. Oh, okay. Well, if you want to cheat, we pulled a Cersei in Season 5's case. You could put that in Season 4's as a placeholder. Yeah, that is cool. I think that'll make it to like whatever I am, pick 60. I mean, it's not that desirable, right? I think you're right. Not counting, unless you want to count the Valerian Steel. And I know we pulled them in that. You know, in the other breaks, I did pull some, I did take inserts. Because I remember swapping whichever ones I took. I think it was quotables. I ended up swapping, you know, like one Season 4 set for a Season 5 set or something, just so I could get both of each, one of each. I might have a couple of extras. Beautiful Death. I'd have to check. What little bit I have is so all over the place. But I know I don't have any of the, like, say, the Beautiful Death. It would just be either quotes or relationships. Or a couple of extra foils, maybe. Now, I do have cheap autographs. That I don't remember what seasons I have them from, but it's from various trades and whatnot. Alright, our autographs. Susan Brown. And Indira Varma. I like to call her Mama Sand. Hey, do I have... I'm just curious about something here. So, Game of Thrones, for me, what am I looking for? Season 1, foil set, house set, quotable set. Never opened any Season 2. There you go, Avery. You should check and see in the break that we did of just Season 1 and Season 4 and see where the stuff fell that you're looking for, and then you can figure you could drop those down probably 5, 6, 10 spots, somewhere around there, taking into account the other cases worth of stuff. See if you might get lucky. See, I figure with my spots, at least with the first one, I know I need, so like say for Season 4 and 5, I don't have relationship cards. I would think that they might still be around at my pick. Beautiful Death, probably not. Season 4 foil, maybe, I don't think so. Yeah, I appreciate the help, Liz. I'm just looking at my want list. Usually, what I do is, if I can make myself an extra base set out of all the extra cards from from breaks that I've done, and then I start going for the easy inserts and work my way up to hard inserts. Stuff like Beautiful Death shouldn't be that bad, but anything harder than that, I don't even bother. Alright, so we should be at the autographs. Oh, must be the bottom pack. I missed the gold. There's an autograph. Unless the gold's in this pack. Nope, autograph. Oh geez, I would never. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely not a K-pop person, so I wouldn't know who it was. Just the card. I mean the card. That avatar, the picture. It's got just had a good look of attitude, and I was curious what it came from. You know, if it was something worth looking into. You know, if it was like some little known movie or something. All right, Avery. Hold on, we got our Valor card is Dario. I have a question about that as soon as we're done here. First autograph we got was Alexandra Dowling as Rosalind Frey. DeFrey. No, Frey. Why did I say DeFrey? And here you go, Avery. Season 4. There she is. Time for you to try and move up now. because that's definitely not going to make it to, what'd you say, you have pick 40? Here's our case topper. That's stuck to the thing, and there's a piece of plastic in it. Yeah, I figure, Liz, if I got to check and see where I think like the season 4 foils will go, because with the ones that you had given me, it's like half the set I've got. So it might just make sense if I can get the season 4 foils from here. I'm sure I can make a whole set, and then I can be done with that. If not, the relationship cards will probably still be there at my pick for either season 4 or season 5. Oh, that's what I was going to have a question. For those of you that are more familiar with the actors and actresses than I am, so I'm not sure what season it was, but in one of the seasons, Dario, they switched actors. So whoever he was in, I don't know when they first introduced him, season 3, whatever it was, he was one actor, and then they switched him to the actor he is now. Have there been any other main characters, at least to that level that they... Oh, Mountain. They flipped. Mountain's been as a different actor. All right, besides those two, have they switched any other actors or actresses in the show? Oh, the Night King. Just remember that too. Marcella. Which one's Marcella? Oh, wait a minute. That's Baratheon? No, not Baratheon. Oh my God, what am I? Yeah, Baratheon, right? Right. I wonder if that's just because they were too young at the time. I mean, I always thought it was actually kind of impressive that, like, the guy who plays Bran, that he stayed throughout the entire show. And so he basically grew with the show. Autograph time. Let's see who we got. Alright, gold time. Now it's autograph time. No idea who that is. Alright, so we start with Tony Way, Dontos Hollard. Some of these ancillary characters, I don't remember who they were. And Eugene Simon. Definitely a consistent autograph, just a little E-squiggle. Another gun. This is box 6, so just based off of the odds. See, I'm not really seeing a thick pack here. Man, nope, not really seeing a thick pack. Waiting for our pin and or sketch. Could be a sketch in here because that won't be any thicker. Okay, autograph time. Does not appear to be anybody special in this box. But like I said, waiting for a sketch or a pin. Pin will be easy to see because the pack is super thick. Alright, so we start with Will. Oh, we got this guy in the last case. Again, I'm not sure who Olivar is. I can't place him. It's been too long since I've watched any of the episodes. And Ron Donachie. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would not remember that. Oh, forgot to check for. There's a pin in this box. Now I forget. Is it possible to get 2 pins, or is it a pin and a sketch? I think it is possible to get 2 pins, so that wouldn't be cool if we didn't get a sketch. Okay, so, well, here's hoping it's the pin and a sketch. But like I said, when we opened up our last case of Season 4, we got 2 pins and a sketch. yeah, I mean, getting 2 Cersei's and that Dragon Glass, I mean, that really is helps it out a lot. And I said a lot of solid, you know, they're not the top, you know, the A-list of the show, but, you know, like the Podrick and Melisandre and all those kind of people. Tommen, they're all good solid hits. The one with the birds. And there's our autograph. That's our pin. Oh, wait till the end. I mean, I know the pins aren't, even though they're, you know, roughly 2 a case, they're not super valuable. There's our autograph. No cheating if you saw it. Did anybody see that autograph? Okay, 47 of 300. And we got ourselves Stannis Baratheon. And I'm not even going to attempt a soft sleeve because I know it's thicker than that. I do like triple bag it in a team bag. I was really hoping for a Stark pin. Because we could have called that we could call this the Stark box. Alright, so we got Thomas Brody Sangster as Jojen Reed. And the reason why I was going to say the Stark box, because we got good old Sean Bean. Is that another one you need, Avery? I know you said Jon Snow. No. Alright, so we currently have our top 4 picks. 2 Cersei's, Dragon Glass, and the Ned Stark. Here you go. I pulled a Jon Snow for you. I guess that doesn't count, huh? Sad dead Ned. I would think Sean Bean, he's got to be one of the bigger actors, and I'm talking about prior to this show, right? That was in Game of Thrones. I mean, I had seen him in a few different movies. I mean, I knew who he was before Game of Thrones. Most of the other people, I didn't know who they were. Well, I guess High Sparrow. High Sparrow, he was one of the main bad guys in a James Bond movie, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I didn't see that coming. And I didn't read the book. I mean, it's definitely something when they're not afraid to, get rid of main characters. How did we do on our autographs this one? No big deal on him. Yeah, I mean, they killed so many people at once during the Red Wedding. Alright, so not much here. Yuri Kolokolnikov. And Mark Stanley. I guess maybe if you want to go on a technicality, the biggest person that had been in the show, prior to the show, would be Ed Sheeran, right? When he was a soldier, they made him sing a song and everything, which that was just stupid. I'm sorry, but you know, hey. All right. 8 down, 4 to go. Alright, no ping in this box. That's good. There was somebody else. Who didn't they had somebody else do a guest spot, didn't they? I'm pretty sure I remember reading that. I don't remember who it was. Oh, wait a minute. It was a baseball player, I think. Here's one of our glossy, beautiful death cards. Tell you what though, if guest spots were a little bit more common, I would agree with you wholeheartedly. It'd be like the Psych product, where they had so many of those, you know, the people that only did an episode or two had cards in that set. Yeah, I think you're right. He would in theory. The only problem is anymore. What's he? He's got to be pushing close to 60 now, right? Can't imagine he'd be too mobile if they were doing a fight scene or something. Yeah, I don't watch wrestling anymore, but I saw a commercial. I can't believe he's still wrestling. There's our autograph. No idea who that is. Because I saw a commercial and it was something with him and Triple H. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't watched, geez. I used to watch wrestling, I guess it was the early to mid 80s. Used to watch, well, you know, you're from the same general area, so Saturday morning, late mornings I think it was NWA wrestling. I used to like watching that. And then I think on Fox 29 was WWF. It's like an hour or two later. If I got my my stations right. Oh, you saw the picture? Oh no, I'll see when I flip it over. I'll let you know. Oh, you're talking about the Undertaker. Yep. I tell you what, like back with the, when the Road Warriors were in the NWA. Oh, I love the Road Warriors. They were so awesome. And the Four Horsemen, and then I used to watch it with my grandfather. And then I guess it would have been like a couple years later. Then that's when Lex Luger came in and became one of the Four Horsemen. Probably in the WWF, I liked the British Bulldog, and I liked I'm trying to think. Most of the guys I liked were NWA guys. I'm thinking about it. Like I used to like the Rock and Roll Express and the Freebirds and all those guys. Okay, we got Dominic Carter. And who is this? Finton McCowan as Amory Lorch. Just from that picture, all I could think of is that one of the guys when Brienne was taking Jamie back when Caitlyn had captured him? But anyway, back to more important things. And then, so if you're a big wrestling fan, do you remember when my parents owned a bar, so we used to always we always had sporting events on, and for a year or two, it was like once a month. I think I am, Avery. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not dragging right now. I can tell I'm slowing down a little bit, but not so much that I don't think I can do it. Because if I can open it tonight, then I can take my time, hopefully, if I don't fall asleep at my desk, and scan everything tomorrow night. But they wouldn't play Saturday Night Live, and they would play WWF. And that would have been probably like the late 80s. I want to say, because my parents sold their bar in 1990, so, and it had to have been before then. I just remember watching it on Saturday nights. At least I'm pretty sure I did. Forgot to check for a pin. No pin. I feel like I'm playing Pressure Your Luck. No whammy. And then it was probably, I want to say 1995. I came home one night, and it was pretty late. I want to say it had to have been after midnight. And I don't know what channel it was on, and then that's when I found ECW. Holy cow, that stuff was insane. With Sabu. Sabu was the man. You watch wrestling at all, or did you watch wrestling at all, Avery? I never got that into it. Yeah, I know. I can remember that clear as day. When, I mean, I don't remember some of the people, like the wrestlers' names, but when I saw Sabu, and he did this thing where he put a chair on, you know, like on the ring or in the ring. He ran, jumped on the chair, jumped off the chair, landed on the top rope, balanced on the top rope for a second, then did a flip off of the top rope onto some guy who was, you know, down on the ground. It was the most incredible thing I had ever seen. Well, then I guess you were a lot older when Hulk Hogan turned bad. When he did Hollywood Hogan. I remember that. That was about the time I stopped watching. I couldn't tell you when that was. Might have been early 2000s. Okay, we got 4 packs left, so 2 autographs and a gold. I don't think I got the gold yet. There's the golds. There's a foil. That part cracked me up when you'd see him and he had his, I mean, he's bleach blonde, what little bit of hair he had on his head, with a black beard and a friggin' feather boa. Okay, we got ourselves Donald Sumter. And Carice Van Houten. Yeah, I don't remember what time in the morning they had ECW on. I mean, like I said, it was on like midnight or 1 in the morning. It was on late. I used to do my damnedest to make sure when I went out that I was home in time to watch it, because that was entertaining. Okay, Okay, 2 more boxes. 4 more chances at a big auto. And 2 more chances here. Well, 1 more chance, it's in here somewhere, at a sketch or pin. We're hoping for a sketch and not a pin, or both. And there is no pin in this box. What are, let's see. Hold on. I'm just curious now. Yeah, right. Who am I kidding? Like I can tell. What am I, a scale? Oh, autographs are on the top. Flipping them over. I don't remember his name, but a girl that I went to high school with, her father wrestled in, I don't think it was the EC. Oh, come on. And then there's the other autograph. What are the odds of that? What's up, Food Smart? We're just about finished case, Season 4's case. Here's the gold. In Season 5's case, we pulled a Cersei autograph and we pulled a Dragon Glass relic. So that was the 2 biggest hits. And then we pulled a bunch of, you know, above average autographs. Podrick, Melisandre, Daenerys' right-hand woman. I can never pronounce her name right. There was also Tommen was in Season 5. I forget who else. Season 4, Podrick again, Melisandre, Cersei again. Ned Stark, Sean Bean in this case. So we got two decent cases going so far. Now we're just keeping our fingers crossed that we get a sketch and not a pin. There's definitely not a pin in this box, and there's 1 box left. But I think her father was a wrestler in one of those Florida things. I feel like that's where she went after she graduated high school, and then she was what do you call it? A manager or something. So she was just standing ringside. I'm sorry, just because I don't Food Smart. Who are you on Blowout? You know, I never watched Orville, so but I mean, if they're able to get Seth MacFarlane, that alone will make that a popular product. And I would think without him, it's not even worth doing the set. And I mean, Rittenhouse is really good at getting as many of the main people as possible. They do it time and time again. Oh, okay. Well, glad to see you found us and you're watching along. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way, whenever I post all these breaks, you'll be notified. is there'll be a lot more breaks in general coming up. I didn't get my case yet, but one day next week we'll be opening up a case of Supergirl. And then in about 3 weeks we'll be opening up, unless they push it back again, DC Bombshells. Trying to think what else. Oh, Stranger Things. 6 cases of Stranger Things. I'm stupid for doing that one, but we'll see. And then the biggie, it will be in November. We've got 18 cases of X-Files. All right, so we start with Ellie Kendrick. Didn't we pull her brother in one of the early boxes? Or was that in the last case? Nah, it's going to make me look. No, I guess not. I thought we pulled... Oh, there he is. So we got the brother and the sister. And one of the evil villains of this show, David Bradley, Walder Frey. Yeah, I just found him. He was down a little ways. Just an overall creep, that guy. I'm waiting for these stacks of boxes to fall over. No Gilly in either case. Like, she's almost a guarantee now that I think about it. Okay, you ready? No whammy, no whammy. Nope, there's a pin in here because the one stack's taller than the other. Nope, maybe. There is a thick pack, but it's not that thick. It's not as thick as a pin. Maybe that's a sketch. I don't know. That pack right there. I'll save it for last. Now it's gonna. Unless there's a thin. No, it's got to be a pin. It's heavy. That sucks. No sketch. You like Twin Peaks at all, Food Smart? Should check out. We did 3 cases of that, and we pulled 2 of the David Lynch, Kyle MacLachlan dual autographs in our 3 cases. Open it now? Okay. I mean, it's got to be a pin. It's way too heavy to be a sketch. But it's not nearly as thick as the Baratheon pin. It's a Lannister pin. Numbered 3 of 300. With some flaking on the top. It just came right off. It just wasn't as thick as the Baratheon one. This one actually fits in a soft sleeve. Yeah, when the dust settles, they're asking for another case of that to be open. So probably give that a shot. There's a glossy, beautiful death. Oh, you know what this reminds me of with Rittenhouse is Lost in Space. I've never watched it either. Well, the pins are not, they're two separate hits. Because when I did the breakdown, I'm pretty sure I have it set where it says, you know, there's one pick for a sketch, one pick for a pin. So it's just basically, you know, the two of them. If we have anything that would make me snake at all, I'll put them together, just because their value isn't all that great. I mean, I haven't looked them up lately, but what do they go for? Like 20, 25 bucks maybe on eBay? Hey, I'll open up anything that anybody wants me to open. I'll give it a shot. And since I'm pretty much the only one that does non-sport on Blowout, it's gonna be me. I wish it was a little bit more popular, because I gotta tell you, I loved opening up Star Trek Beyond. I thought that was a tremendous product. I wanted to open up a couple more cases of that. At least I was lucky enough to get to do an archive box of that one. Oops, almost threw a wrapper away. You know, it's a shame because I was using Ustream for a while, and Ustream would not upload to YouTube, so most of my videos are gone. So I think I've actually been streaming directly to YouTube for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years at the most. So any of the other stuff, you know, the breaks are in on Blowout, but they're not the videos aren't anywhere. Alright, we start with Eamon Elliott. I remember opening him before. And we're going to end this case. John Stahl, Rickard Karstark. Alright. Season 4 is in the books. Again, we got 2 pins. Bummer we didn't get a sketch. We did get Sean Bean, good old Ned Stark. We got Cersei autograph. We got Melisandre, Podrick, Walder Frey. Who else did we get? Walder Frey, Melisandre, just going for the bigger names here. There's Ned. There's me dropping all the cards. There's Cersei, Mama Sand. There's Podrick. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, I'm going to stop recording so I can save this video, post it up in the break thread. And what the hell, let's go for season 1 tonight. Who needs sleep, right? It's only 12 o'clock. See you guys in a few minutes.